Hello everyone, Mike1217 here, welcoming you back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And in this episode, we are going to begin the fourth and final temple of the game, and the most intimidating temple of the game, Stone Tower Temple. So, before beginning this episode, I have, as you can see, already put down the statues on the switches to put the blocks out here. And just again to mention, you have to do it in a certain order for it to be right. If you do it in the wrong order, like the blocks would be in a funky formation. So the right order is right, left, and then front. You know, when you're facing towards the temple. Right, left, front. So, something to keep in mind, in case you want to save yourself the frustration of redoing that over and over, which I know that's something I've dealt with a lot when dealing with this temple, is the annoyance of trying to get into it. But anyway, without further ado, let's go on in. And like I said in the last episode, this, for a long time, has always been my favorite Zelda temple. Lately, I've actually decided to dethrone it and replace it with the Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time. And I actually did make a video on my channel listing my top 10. Oh my goodness! My top 10, oh my goodness. Listing my top 10 favorite Zelda temples, and if you want to know more of how I feel about each of them, and know why I put the Forest Temple in front, and just know why I like this temple, you can watch that video. I might even link it if I remember to. So, and I'll explain why I just love this temple as we go. It'll pretty much speak for itself, really. I don't really need to explain it. So yeah. What I did right there was make a treasure chest appear from hitting that eye. This chest does house a stray fairy, which leads me to discussing stray fairies in this temple. I will not be getting all of them, because I don't really care for the prize, and I think it's a complete pain in the ass, and I just don't want to get all of them. I will admit that I probably don't have as good of an excuse not to get all of them as I did in Great Bay Temple, because the prize there would have kind of broken the game. Then again, the prize you get from getting all the stray fairies in this temple kind of, I don't want to say breaks the game, but it is a, it definitely does help. Basically, the prize from getting all the stray fairies in this temple is actually a very unique sword upgrade. Actually, it's not a sword upgrade that would be permanent. It's a it's a new sword that is equipable to your Z buttons. Not your Z buttons, your C buttons, sorry. And it's really interesting, and it's basically the Big Goron sword, like in this game's version of the Big Goron sword. And I've decided not to get it. It's called the Great Fairy Sword, and I decided not to get it. So, there you go. I might change my mind, you never know. I might come back to the temple and do it, but I really doubt it. So anyway, as you can see here, there are a bunch of switches, including some on the ceiling. And that's something you're actually going to notice throughout the temple, is there's stuff on the ceiling. So obviously, we can't get these things on the ceiling, and there's going to eventually be something that will allow us to get them on the ceiling. So, not something that we know of right now, but for right now, we're just going to have to ignore all these things. So what we're going to have to do is hit as many switches as we can. So we're going to start off by putting some statues down on these blue switches by playing the Elegy of Emptiness. So I'll start with normal Link. Okay, and heading over this way, we will use Zora Link on this one. And there's actually an extra switch I need to point out before I hit the last one. This last one is a really... let's just push down this last one. As you can see, this one's a lot larger than the other one. So, who do we use? The big fat Goron, of course. So let's get him on this switch. So again, we do have this last switch over here that is kind of a problem. Because, as I have shown in the last episode, the Deku Form's emptiness statue is not heavy enough to push down switches. and that includes these blue ones. You might think that the blue ones are weaker and you can hold it down with the Deku, but he can't. So you might be wondering, how do you hold this one down? Well, it's a pretty simple solution. Just grab a box from over here, and be careful not to throw it, because if you throw it, you can break it. And drop it, and that will open a door to us, and then we can proceed out and get lost. It's kind of a maze in here. I don't remember what the switch in the ceiling does. It doesn't correspond to anything that we're doing right now, obviously, but I don't know, it's something we'll deal with later. Again, I'm going to try not to talk too much about the stuff that's on the ceiling, because it's just not relevant to us right now. Holy crap, this is kind of confusing finding your way around here. One of the many things I like about this temple is that it kind of takes place outside. You can see the sky above us, and it's neat because whenever it's nighttime, you can see what it looks like during the night, and it looks kind of cool at night. I kind of like exploring this temple at nighttime when it's all dark, because it's kind of like, it has kind of like a blue illumination to it, and it just looks really cool. I don't know. So as you may saw, that I might have to go back up. Actually, I can't do anything in this room right now. Up here, there is a locked door, so obviously we need a key. It's been a long time since we've actually done a temple, I just realized. Like, episode 36 was the boss fight of Great Bay. These stupid dragonflies are all over the place, by the way. I hate them in this temple. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've done a temple, so... And Great Bay was the last time. So, anyway, this is something that may be kind of hard to find, that definitely would take a lot of people a long time to find. I never really thought about this, but what we need to do right here is drop down a bomb right here. I could have just used my bomb mask, but I'm just going to be traditional and use a normal bomb. Yeah, there's no crack on the ground to really show that, and there's not much of an indication that you can do that, so that's kind of a... I don't want to say cryptic, that's a little bit too strong of a word, but that's definitely a difficult thing to figure out. I'll just say that. Cryptic would be not to even put like a square there, because there was like a little brown square to, I don't know, that made it different, but still, it wasn't like a crack in it to show that you could do anything with it. So, we're going to use our mirror shield on this sunblock. And, another really nice thing about this temple is that it makes use of all of your forms, all of your transformations. That's kind of one of the things about this game that can kind of be, I don't want to say disappointing, but just kind of, I guess disappointing. Well, I don't want to say disappointing either, but just kind of weird about it is like, with all your different transformations, like after you use them in, you have to kill these things, by the way. These are Armos. It's hard. What was I saying? Yeah, the transformation forms, like one of the things about them is that you don't really use them at all after the temple that they kind of correspond with. Like, you don't use the Deku form at all, really, after the Woodwall temple. You don't use the Goron mask after the Snowhead temple very much, and you don't really use the Zora's mask that much outside of the Great Bay temple. But then again, the Great Bay temple was the last one of the first three, so that kind of makes sense. But you know what I mean. So, now that we're at the fourth temple and there's not really a transformation for this area, it kind of just combines the abilities of all three of your forms, and as well as your normal Link form as well, obviously. So it's kind of neat how it does that. It will definitely pretty equal use of the three transformations, which is what I really like about this temple. And of course right here we're seeing the Goron make use, because only he can walk on lava without getting hurt. So that's nice, and that's a small key that we need. Over here is actually going to be the dungeon map. And just like the first three temples, they will give you the map and compass rather early. So that's nice. Okay, so moving right on along, I'm going to actually hit these pots so I can maybe get some health. So I really want to make sure I'm full at all times here. This is the dangerous temple, that is for sure. Being the last one, you would expect it to be dangerous. The puzzles are hard, the enemies are non-forgiving. This is a perfect fit for a final temple, it really is. Again, it combines everything that you've got throughout the game, which is a good thing to do in a final area. That's something that games do that I really like. It's when they, in their final areas, when they combine the uses of all the items and powers that we've gotten throughout the game. And just kind of, it serves as a good summary for the game as a whole, and that's why the final area of the game is really important, and they just nailed it with this game. And that's part of the many reasons why I just adore this temple. So, after just having made a lot of use of our Goron Mast, now the Zora Mast is going to get some action in the water area. Mine's in it too. Okay, what I want to do is actually go up above. There's this hand here, and this is the best way to get up here, is just to let this guy grab you and throw you up. He doesn't hurt you, which is kind of strange. You'd think you'd at least be sacrificing, like, health to get up here easily. Another way up here would, of course, be doing the dolphin jump, as I call it, out of the water and trying to jump out onto it. But that is really hard to do in this water, because it's not, like, the water's pretty low relative to the land, so it's kind of hard to jump up to this land. And you actually do have to do it for a stray fairy in this room. So that's a good pain in the ass thing that I don't really have to do. Okay, so anyway, let's kill this hand. Even though he helped us out, we're gonna reward him by electrocuting him. There's a switch on the ceiling that we can't do anything about. Just keep everything on the ceiling in mind, that is for sure. Don't, like, you want to ignore it for now, but you want to kind of remember it for when you can access it. Okay, so I don't remember what you can actually do here. There's tons of bonefish down here, which are really annoying. Oh, yes, okay. Damn it, yeah, you can't use the electric move when you're actually, like, on your feet underwater. It kind of sucks. I don't know why I'm wasting my time trying to fight this thing. It's actually gonna kill me. Wow. See, combat underwater really sucks. Like, I just want to hit the switch and get out of here. Oh my god! You are going to die and you are going to like it! Jeez. Like, that thing is lethal right there. I didn't even have to hit that switch. Well, yeah, I didn't have to hit that switch at all. That was a waste of time. That was probably the most annoying thing ever. Let's hope I can get some hearts from these pots here. Damn it. I don't believe that. That stupid little Deku thing brought me down to half health for something that I didn't... Like, I was going for something that I didn't really even need to hit. That chest houses a stray fairy, so, again, trying to reiterate a point, about the chests, in case you forgot or just didn't know at this point. The chests that have yellow outlines around them have small keys, the ones that don't have yellow outlines around them have stray fairies. So it's just something to remind you of when we're going through this temple and making chests appear. Yeah, I had no reason to be underwater right there. That was a major waste of time and a major waste of health, but I deserve it, I guess. At least I can get my health back here. Okay. There's a couple things I can do right here, actually. There is light coming down from the ceiling. I think I can use it. So I'm gonna do this. This is a mechanic we'll be seeing every now and then. You'll be shining light onto mirrors, and for a short time you'll get a reflection of light coming out, and as you see, it went away pretty quickly. What you want to do with these is you want to hold your light up to it for a long amount of time, because the longer you hold your light up there, the longer the beam coming out of the mirror will be. If that makes sense. Like, you know, if you hold it out for like a split second, damn it. Like, if you reflect light into the mirror for like a split second, then you're not really going to get much use out of it. So you want to stand here for a pretty good amount of time. That should be good enough. You gotta be really... Oh, come on, come on, come on, I'm hitting that! Thank you! Come on, game, don't be that mean. Jesus. Okay. So this wasn't really that necessary, but it allows us a shortcut back to the beginning, and also allows us access to the compass. So let's get that. I'm pretty sure, actually I should make sure. I'm not totally sure if that door leads back to the beginning. I guess I can check my dungeon map and make use out of it, huh? Let me check my dungeon map. Yeah, that just goes back to the beginning, so that's the shortcut back. So that is good. In case I do die, I can just take a right and head back over this way, because I think we're gonna get close to the mini-boss. I'm pretty sure this is where this door actually leads. Oh no, not quite. The most annoying room in the dungeon, actually. Or one of the most annoying. The most annoying room in the dungeons is a room that I'm not gonna really have to deal with because of stray fairies. This room sucks ass. I hate it with all my might. So I'm gonna start off. This is something you'll kind of remember from Snowhead punching out. Like this is kind of like the ice columns in Snowhead that you punch out of the pillar. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, this room sucks. So what we have to do here is get a circle of light going all around the room, and we have to eventually lead it over here. We need to reflect light over here. We have to use 2 mirrors to do that. This block over here behind this is a stray fairy, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So, but the one that we actually have to hit to progress is the one that we have to get 2 like reflections going. So, and what sucks is we have the black bows in here that keep respawning. So you have to do it twice. You do it with this one, and if you do it with this one... Ah, damn it, see, that just barely... Well, it wasn't barely enough time because I didn't hit it, but... Man, I had a good setup there and everything. Okay. Get it nice and long for that one. Oh, no, no, no! What the hell? Like, why does it go away? Like, I was standing perfectly still and just magically went away. I might have to do some editing here, but I don't want you guys to see me doing this over and over and over. This is by far terrible. By far, it is terrible. That's all I have to say. Oh my god, thank you! Sometimes I wonder if Rareware designed this room, because this is the type of thing that Rareware would put in one of their games. Okay, so we have to be careful here. I don't think there's anything I need to get. You can see there's those guys there. I don't want to deal with that. But there could be hard... Oh, shit. Here. Hold on, I gotta figure out a good way to fight these things without getting hurt. Let me lock off. Damn it, get away from me! I just want to maybe get health from these crates. Shit. Damn it, get away! I hate these black bows. They're the worst thing ever. Just so many... Ah, man. I hate this room. I hate this room. I hate this room. This is just... This is a Rareware room. This is a Rareware room. Okay. I just want to get these stupid things out here. Dude, this is a good way to deal with these. Ah, get... Oh! Yeah! Those black bows. That is what Rareware would put in... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm giving Rareware a lot of hell here. It's the one thing that comes to mind when doing this room is Rareware. Okay. I kind of wish Rareware was designing games for Nintendo again, but whatever. Okay, speaking of... Well, first... Yeah, I need to end the episode. But speaking of most annoying room in the game, this is that room that I was actually talking about. And I'll talk about more of it in the next episode. I should end this one off right here. So, next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask, we will go through this room that could be a lot more annoying for me. But it shouldn't be that bad. So, thanks for watching, guys. This is Mike 2 and 7, signing out.